coming back, okay? So we might have a place to stay in Miami through my mom's friend has a bunch of little friends in Miami. So that's just to prove that a place to stay sometimes is just a phone call away. You know more people than you think you do. So yeah. On est à peu près 1 heure de Miami. Ouais, on arrive bientôt à Miami, ouais. Ouais, je sais. Mais ouais, on arrive bientôt à Miami. Et après, on va aller à New Orleans parce qu'on peut pas aller au Mexique maintenant. Alors, on a décidé de faire un petit détour. Ouais. Bah, je sais pas, on verra. Ouais, je sais pas. Tu connais quelqu'un à Miami? No? Okay. My dad doesn't know anyone in Miami. And
Okay.
he's worried about where we're gonna sleep tonight. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Morning, Julian. It's our first video of the morning, and
So yeah, we just woke up in the parking lot of a Walmart. I had a pretty bad dream where Mark like started freaking out about what we were doing and gave up on me and started treating me like a crazy person. I remember making diagrams in my dream. I was making crazy diagrams in my dream, trying to explain Mark why our film would work. And I remember one of them being, I drew like 3 people laying down looking up at this painting, and they had this big smile on their face, and I was like, look, these people are happy and they're looking up at this painting. And that painting was just literally some colorful circles. And I was like, look, Mark, this is nonsense. But these people are looking at it and they're happy. This is why we should do this. It's nonsense, but it's pretty. So that was crazy. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that last night's sleep in the car was going to be so comfortable, but it's quite warm and nice to, like here in Miami, the temperature is very, I don't know, kind of like stuffy. Like if you have, like you constantly have a blanket wrapped around you.
yeah, it's very, very humid.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's really nice. So, although it is getting pretty hot here, I guess, because we weren't here during the day as much. But I guess we're gonna go out today and we'll change clothes first and try and go and find a place where we can actually brush our teeth and that kind of stuff, maybe in the bathroom of some kind of fast food place or something, and change our clothes a little bit and then go out and try to experience what goes on in Miami. Yeah.
Okay. Are there any particular goals that you would like to get accomplished today?
Any particular goals I would like to accomplish today? I think not particularly. I mean, we have a couple things to do here and there, but at the end of the day, what makes this interesting is for us to go out there and find out what we're gonna do.
I like that plan.
You like that
Wing
plan? We'll figure it out.
Yep. Signing out.
So we got a couple things going on for us. We spent a lot of the day walking around Miami, and it gets a little boring, I should say. Not bad. It's very pretty, very pretty, but everything costs a lot of money, and that's not really what we're going for in our trip here, is to spend a lot of money. So you end up kind of being out of the soup a little bit here, and but we decided we'd try and go on a bit the less touristy side of Miami and maybe meet some people, like the culture that's behind Miami, maybe some of the Cubans and all that kind of thing. And we ended up meeting a couple people. We met a guy called Neil. He said he could probably hook us up with some cool people to interview and talk to about different things and culture and that kind of stuff. And he should be calling us back eventually at some point. Maybe that might be a hookup for something interesting to happen tonight. Or as well, we tried to interview this one street artist or slash street performer called Wolfcat. He's from Uruguay, which I've actually been there before. It's pretty nice. And he gave us the great suggestion to go towards Wynwood, which is this artistic place or artistic part of Miami. He says is really nice, and he kind of made fun of us for not having been there yet, but but we will get there, and that's where we're going right now. So yeah, there you go.
We'll see you then.
See you then. So on the way to Wynwood, we ended up getting stuck in some pretty heavy Miami traffic around 7 o'clock, and we took about 2 hours to even get off of Miami Beach, and started to get pretty hectic, and some of the people we had talked to weren't calling us back. So I suggested to Mark that we should maybe after a while of being like 2 or 3 hours in this traffic, that we should go ahead and drive down to Key West, or towards Key West, to where the city isn't so big, and you could probably find more locals and possibly some work. And of course, on the whole process of this, we started having some technical issues. Our camera here ran out of battery, so we weren't able to keep vlogging, but we thought we'd make this little segment here to kind of explain how the day went. Got to a point where we're actually got pretty tired, and we were going to sleep in our car again tonight, but we decided to make the small investment of getting a hotel room. We're trying to shy away from that for this trip, but you know, sometimes it's necessary. They're there for a reason, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to go out towards Key West and find some work, maybe talk to some people, get some interviews done, and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, I think, for now. Anything you want to say, Mark? What was the most memorable thing for today?
Just the drive on the way to Key West. We met so many beautiful sights that we couldn't get on camera.
It was so great. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. Miami and this side of the country is really exotic, I would say. And yeah. Oh, we did meet someone while we were checking into this hotel, and from Houston, Texas, that said they would gladly take us in for some meals and a place to stay once we get towards Houston. So a day that was kind of looking a little bit grim, and in the sense of finding connections, turned out pretty alright. I think we met some good people.
Yeah.
And we think we're doing pretty well. So
honestly, it hasn't been a bad day. The most frustrating thing that has happened to us today was just our camera dying.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a pretty great day. I mean, walking around, seeing all the pretty hotels there, Miami Beach and all that. That was fun.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of hotels, we were going from hotel to hotel trying to find the cheapest one to stay in. And we were over at this one called Should I put in the name?
Yeah. We should definitely put the name in for this. We're calling out Ramada. Ramada.
At least this one,
Yeah,
because this one's privately owned.
This one's privately owned, or whoever owns this Ramada is special. Very special. So along with a lot of people in America that I find to be special, you know. What I'm about to talk about here is I'm very passionate about. See, when I turned 18, people took me and said, "All right, Julian, now you're an adult. You get to do adult things and go out into the world and make a living out of yourself." And then I realized that there are certain things that I'm very passionate about that they won't let me do. One of those things is I sometimes can't go into shows where I really appreciate the music and I'm really passionate about the music, but I'm not allowed to listen to music. No. Not allowed to listen to music with people. You know, I can go to war.
Buy a gun.
I could buy a gun. I could buy a gun. You know what? But, you know, in Ramada over here, where I live in a country where I could buy a gun, they denied me a place to sleep because I was under the age of 21. Yeah, that was some shit. Excuse me for language, but
I don't know why it hit us so hard. It was just like really the icing on the cake.
Because we were just looking at what we were going to do for the trip, and we were looking at Las Vegas, and I mean, we're not big gamblers, but we'd like to try gambling. I mean, we were 18. I gambled. I gambled when I went on a cruise ship. I gambled in France. I gambled in England. All sorts of things. But in Las Vegas, one of the biggest gambling cities, everything is 21 plus. Everything. All the bars, all the clubs, all the casinos. So it's just basically we already know that we're going to go there and basically just cry in front of the entrances of these places. We have our favorite artists playing at some clubs. Like we have like some people like Dylan Francis and Dash Berlin and all these That's Sick, like really amazing artists we would love to see, but we're not allowed to enter the clubs where they're playing because we're not 21. But hell, I can buy a gun. That's great. Let's go buy a gun, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's some shit, isn't it?
Little rant there. Yeah.
Like we could go to war and fight for this country that we love so much. But we can't have a beer. just some food for thought.
Thank you. Alright. Well, I guess what we're going to do now is try and go get some food and take the night to ourselves, get some rest, upload this video, and chug along. We'll see you tomorrow, I think.
Stay tuned, my friends.
Yeah.
Plenty more tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Let's review that.